Another disaster from Manchester United. I mean, where do I even start? Another fantastic performance from Brighton and Albion. But you've got to criticize Manchester United this time, because yesterday Manchester United put in an absolute disaster performance. The unbeaten record at Old Trafford of 31 games ended by Brighton. They were the last team who defeated us at Old Trafford in the first game of the season, last term. But yeah, poor performance. I mean, where do I even start? Let's start from the team selection of Eric Ten Hag. I mean, he decided to play with a diamond, played with a double pivot of Casemiro and Scott McTominay of all people. I mean, I know we have problems on the wing with Sancho out sidelined, and Anthony's got his problems. He's in Brazil, so you just could have played Palestri there. I mean, could have played him for 60, 70 minutes at the very least. The guy's been performing well in the trainings and in the preseason games. Why do not just play the man who's supposed to be a winger for you? Right, you did not sell him, so just play him. Why put Bruno there? And then it was shown in the formation that Bruno would be there, but then Scott McTominay, we just saw him on the wings. I mean, this was, you have to say, this performance is absolutely on Eric Ten Hag. Brighton, you have to give them credit. They are a well drilled machine under De Zerbi. They are going places, and there's a reason we call them Brighton Munich, because they are a brilliant team. But more at Manchester United, I mean, very disappointing. We start with Andre Onana. I'll rank some of the praise. I mean, very disappointing performance from Andre Onana as well. I mean, you've got to say what he can do. There were a lot of people who said that we did need the goalkeeper, but I said yes we do, but not for the season, because we had David De Gea, and he was Ten Hag's coach. Sorry, Ten Hag's goalkeeper. Sorry, Ten Hag's keeper, and he won the Golden Glove. We did needed a goalkeeper. He did make mistakes, but every goalkeeper made mistakes. But I just think that this playing out from the back is not working, especially with the midfield playing so poorly, and you're not going to play well playing out from the back with Lindelof and Martinez in defense. You need Martinez and Varane all the time, and Shaw as left back, and then Delo and Van Bissaka or any one of them. But we had Reguilon making his debut. Martinez has just lost his hunger for some reason. I don't know. Lindelof is just Lindelof, and what you can expect from Delo, who's good in attacking but absolutely clueless while defending. I mean, look at all the three goals. McTominay loses his man. Welbeck starts the attack from the midfield and then runs all the way into the penalty box, and McTominay is just jogging around like a piece of absolute Scottish. I mean, I don't want to say the word, but that was a poor marking. He didn't pick up his man, and it was a free tap in for Danny Welbeck, who scored on his return to Manchester United again. And he always does well against us. So poor performance. I don't blame the defense. I think they were okay. They get a 5 out of 10 for me. But the midfield was an absolute shambles. It lost us the game again. Casemiro, I don't know what the hell is wrong with that man. He was brilliant last season, but now he just seemed to have lost his hunger for Manchester United. I mean, look at his touches last season, last night. I mean, you could feel he was. I mean, you could feel heavy. I told someone I was feeling heavy, like the touches he was doing. They were just awful touches. McTominay was poor. Bruno ended up playing at right centre back for Manchester United, and Ericsson just didn't perform well. I thought this was a poor performance. And oh my goodness, Marcus Rashford. I mean, we saw Southgate did the same with Maguire, put a favor. Just put things in my mind. Is Eric Ten Hag just putting him on his words like he's a favorite now or what else? Because there was no way Marcus Rashford deserved to be on the pitch for the whole 90 minutes. I get the Hoyland substitution. It was a wrong substitution, of course, but of course he might not be available to play the whole game. But he was off the international duty. So he's going to play the full 90 minutes on Wednesday night against Bayern in the Champions League. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, of course, we don't have any hope for that, but it's got to be, because Amrabat was not there. I don't know will he be available or not. I hope he is. But it was a very poor performance, a disaster from Eric Ten Hag. He has to take the blame, because for the first 10-15 minutes we were good, but then Brighton scored, and then with this team there is a big mentality issue with this team. They have, as soon as we go 1-0 down, we absolutely capitulate, the heads go down, and they do not perform well at all. You know they have lost that comeback thing in them. They have lost. They might get the odd comeback here and there, but I mean, this. I mean, I do think God knows what's going to happen when we go to the Etihad or Anfield. Someone was saying yesterday that no need to wait for that. We'll go to Bayern on Wednesday with Kane. Shows why we should have signed him. But yeah, poor performance from Manchester United. Sorry, I could not get the reaction yesterday, but yeah, I was just absolutely pissed off at the performance. McTominay was shit. Casemiro was an absolute disgrace. Bruno was poor. I mean, everyone was poor. So the record is over. The unbeaten record. We started after the defeat to Brighton. It's ended by Brighton. It's a coincidence now. So we've got Bayern. I'm gonna drop the preview in the coming days as well for that, inshallah. So yeah, big loss for Manchester United, and there's a lot of work need to be done now. Poor from Rashford. I don't know what the hell is Martial doing. But it was a piss poor performance from Manchester United. They need to look at themselves in the mirror and they need to perform well. Hull was a good spark. He almost got his first goal, but yeah, we've got to start on Wednesday and let's see how it does. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and more content will be coming now regularly, inshallah. So, do like the content, do share it if you like it, and tell me in the comment section I mean, what the heck is wrong with United in your opinion, and how can we solve this? Can Amrabat solve this? How does they bring the hunger back? Because these players have lost their hunger for Manchester United. There's absolutely no doubt in that about that in my mind. So let's see what Manchester United do now. They've got Bayern on Wednesday, and yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and let's hit the bell icon button, guys. So it's a big disappointment.